Welcome everyone. So, so we're at the Women Founders Initiative, or WFI presents, along with Asset Marketing. We have our very important uh, webinar for today. This session is really designed to cater to women founders, and I'll speak a little bit about myself and this event today. So I'm Surbi. I'm the founder of Puna Wellness. So I started on my entrepreneurial journey 5 years ago, and I needed other women to be around me. So we um, have created, and over the course of this time, we have almost 100 women that are part of Women Founders Initiative. It is a WhatsApp community. So if you are not part of it, text message or message one of us, and we will make sure to add you. So today's session is called Market Smarter in 2026, and we have none other than Joyce Padilla, who is a marketing and brand expert. And I have known Joyce for a couple of years now. So I met Joyce, I think it was through one of the learning programs that we were both enrolled in. I looked up to her and I said, like, this woman has it together. She is on a mission, and I really admired her. And I was like, why is she going to talk to me? And then I reached out to her, and she's super nice and she's super amazing. And we have become friends. And over this course of time, I've got a chance to work with her as well on my business. So I'm really grateful for that. And I think today is going to be power packed. So uh, I'm so grateful and so honored to introduce Joyce Padilla. She is the founder of Asset Marketing, a brand strategist, an awesome person, and someone who's going to show us the way how to market in 2026. So over to you, Joyce.
Thank you, Serby. I appreciate that intro. And yes, it's been a journey, right? Since we met, and I'm very fortunate to have met you in the community of Women Founder Initiative. So thank you so much for organizing this event. So a little bit more about me, just so for those who don't know me, so I do have about 15 to 20 years helping different companies in different industries really transform and elevate their brand. I specialize in branding and brand strategy, and over the years, after working with different companies of all sizes, from companies as big as WestJet to smaller companies, I learned a lot about what actually works, and that's where I created the Asset Authority Growth System. So it's really for established founders who are either starting or are in the journey of that growth mode, and they really don't know where to start, or they're confused, or they can't hire a full-on marketing agency. So I created the system that really it talks about or focuses on the priority stuff, right? The things that are really important. There's a lot of confusion in marketing and so much things you can do. So I really summed it up to making sure your strategy is and your foundations are on point. And then making sure you're set up where you have all the tools necessary and all the platforms necessary to be able to market and then amplify where now we're creating that traction you need in the market and selling and being growing your revenue, which is what at the end we all want. So this system, it's been very helpful for a lot of my clients because it's really simplified. So, and I am a mom of four, and they're all in soccer. So I understand the struggle of building a business when you're busy. So today's promise. So today I am going to just admit someone. I'm going to talk about why your marketing isn't working. Okay, then we're going to cover the four marketing foundations absolutely need before you start marketing and going into market, and then six marketing tactics that will definitely impact your 2026. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a promise, an offer that I promise you're going to love. So please stay till the end so you can benefit, and it's just for this group here. And then
And now just really quickly,
yeah.
yeah, sorry, Joyce. So you have the a very special offer at the end that I really want everybody to listen to, and I'm already involved in it. And then we will have time for Q&A. So ask you questions. We might not be able to go into detail with all the questions, but bring all the questions so that Joyce can sort of keep that conversation going. We'll have about 15 minutes for that. And then we'll go into small pitches for each of you here. So I hope that you guys are comfortable just sharing about yourself and um, uh, about your business. So just wanted to add to that. And if you don't want to share, that's okay. There's no compulsion. But whoever is here, we would invite them to take 2 minutes to share about their business. So please, we might go over time. I'm just letting everybody know. So we said 12 to 1. We might go into 12:15, 12:20. So whoever can stay, that's fine. But we'll try to stay within the time constraint.
100%. Yes, definitely love to hear what everyone is up to. So we can collaborate, right, and support each other. So that's really important. Okay, let's get started. So the alignment gap. So this is one of the reasons why maybe your marketing may feel a little bit impossible right now. There's a lot going on. You're posting on LinkedIn or any social media and you're not really getting any, seeing much engagement or leads through there. You're networking, but you're not getting that qualified leads. You're maybe running ads and you're just burning money and you don't know why. And you're creating content with no engagement, right? So the problem isn't you. The problem isn't that you're not putting the work in. It's your foundations are probably broken. Okay, there's something missing. And when you signed up to this webinar, a lot of you mentioned that you were struggling with either your messaging isn't resonating, your positioning is too broad, you're invisible to your ideal client, you're competing on price instead of authority, and maybe your brand looks outdated. So this is the kind of gap that's in between from where you are today to being that authority expert in the market with fully booked calendars. So let's get into the marketing foundation gap. So you could probably be doing the best tactics in the world, but if this gap exists, you're just wasting your time and money. So that's why I'm really addressing this, because it's really important. So your reality is probably that you have years of experience, you have the proven result, and you have that real expertise. But the market perception, which unfortunately is what matters, is they're seeing an amateur brand, they're seeing maybe unclear value, and it's not for me. And it's not for me, right? That's what they're saying. So why um, is this gap? Well, this is why your marketing it's not really working, because you have that gap, right? So from reality to perception. Okay. And that's what I call the alignment gap. And to be honest, it's costing you deals every day. Okay. So let's address that. So how do we fix this? So the alignment framework. Okay, these are the 4 marketing foundations that makes everything work. Okay, so when you're clear on your audience, so know your core consumer. So who is that customer that you loved working with or you would love to work with? Could you clone them? Like if you can clone them, who are they, right? So knowing that, your market positioning, so having that very clear, who you serve and what makes you different, right? Understanding and defining your unique advantage point in the market compared to everyone else, like what makes you different. And then your foundations, so consistent messaging, consistent visuals, right? So knowing your vision, your mission, your purpose, your value. These are things that you should know off the top of your mind. These are things that should be in a written format where you can easily share if anyone asks you, right? So if it's vague and you're not sure, and then clearly that's something you need to work on. And then your visuals, right? Does your brand represent your expertise? Does it look professional, right? So credibility is, and you have like 3 seconds to do it. Once someone sees your brand, they will identify immediately. They'll perceive you in 3 seconds. Is this a person I can trust? Is this a person who is professional? Is this someone I want to work with, right? And it always comes down to that first impression, right? And you only have one time to give a good first impression, right? So you want to make it impactful. So I'd like to know in the chat, which foundation do you think you would need to fix? So either A for audience, M for market, or F for foundation, or V for visuals, just to get an idea of where we're at. Visuals. Anyone else? Yes. Okay, well, think about where you're at, okay? If you don't want to share, that's fine, okay? But visuals, foundation, so they're all really important, but think about that, okay? So now let's talk tactics, okay? Because this is where most people mess up, okay? They pick tactics first, like they go and do LinkedIn ads, networking, and then they wonder why nothing's working. But the truth is, you need to fix your foundations first, then you deploy tactics. So I'm going to give you 6 marketing tactics that will definitely help you dominate 2026. Okay, but I'm also going to tell you of each tactic, which foundation requires some work that you need to work on. Okay. So because you, let's say, if you tried to run LinkedIn ads with amateur visuals, you're just going to be burning money. Okay. And if you try to build, let's say, a partnership with unclear positioning, and then no one's really going to refer you because they're not clear as to what makes you unique from anyone else. So foundation first, then tactics. Okay. That's the order. Okay, so tactic number 1. So you want to niche down to stand out. Okay, when you try to serve everyone, you're connecting with no one. And I know you've probably all heard this before, but it is super important. Okay, when you get specific, you become magnetic to the right people, and that's what you want. So how do you do this? So stop one serving to everyone. Okay, pick one specific audience. And I know it's hard. It could be hard and it could be challenging, but trust me, when you start, when you define your target audience and who you're going to niche down to, you're actually making everything more simple when you're marketing, when it comes to your messaging, your communication, the offers that you're creating, and it really it becomes relevant and it resonates with that person. And there's a lot of that one person. There's enough in this world to make you millionaires. Okay. So don't try to grab everyone because that does not work. Okay. So I want you to do an action step. And at the end of this presentation, we will be sharing a checklist that has all this. So you don't need to be taking notes. I want you to be present today. Okay. And so one action step for today is complete. And this is just an easy way to start thinking about if you were to niche down, what would that look like? So say to yourself, I help put in that specific person, that ideal person, achieve a specific outcome so they can get what kind of transformation, right? So work on that. And an example is a wrong example is I help businesses grow, right? But a good example would be I help female founders in professional services go from invisible to fully booked in 90 days. Okay, people love clarity. People like to know what the transformation is going to be and what, are you going to address their pain points, right? And in a certain time frame or providing a certain result, like what is the end result, right? Uh, just add. Okay. So this niching down, it really only works if you understand and you're clear on what your marketing positioning is. Okay. How are you going to differentiate yourself in the market? Because once you know that, and then you know who to address. All right. Tactic 2. So build authority, not just audience. Okay. Why this works? Well, a lot of people, I don't know, they don't understand this. Followers don't equal revenue. Okay. Authority does. You don't need to have hundreds and millions of followers. You just need to be seen as the expert in your space. Okay. So how are you going to do this? Share your unique point of view, right? You are unique. You have your own way of thinking. Share that. Okay. Post client transformation and case studies. People need to see that you can, deliver on what they need. So this is trust building. So when you share testimonials and, tips or tricks about your expertise or how you solve problems, that people start, checking that box as, oh, I can trust this person. So you want to post things like that and don't be afraid to share that kind of information. Challenge conventional thinking in your industry. Comment on other people's posts of other, ideas and show yourself that you are an expert in that. And apart, you get exposed to all their followers as well. So comment, be present, and be consistent. So post 3 to 5 times a week. on LinkedIn. And I say LinkedIn because we're business owners, and for me, that's one of the best platforms out there to grow your business, to connect with and build partnerships, right? So you want to be everywhere on LinkedIn. So action steps, I want you to post 3 times this week using this formula. So I want you to say most, whoever your audience is, think X, but here's what actually works. And then I want you to share your approach. And then I want you to put a CTA, okay, in the comments, okay, because it's proven that if you add a CTA in the actual post, the algorithms of LinkedIn specifically, they don't it doesn't work as well, right? Because you're pushing them out to another platform. But if you add it into the comments, it actually helps a lot. So also use AI as an accelerator tool, okay? So I want you to use ChatGPT or any AI platform that you use to generate post ideas, post outlines, okay? No need to recreate the wheel, okay? So again, building authority, it only works if your audience is defined. Okay. Tactic 3. So building a community and personalized experience. Okay, this is, I think, one of the most underrated marketing tactics right now. And the truth is, people buy from people they feel connected to. Okay, and community creates that connection. And with a lot of AI in the mix and a lot of people kind of just generating content, and you kind of understand and I now identify when it's AI generated. So bring in that personalized experience because people are longing for that right now. And 2026, it's going to be all about that, about micro experiences, really listening and helping people genuinely, authentically. So I want what you can do is start small, free monthly office hours, Slack, WhatsApp groups, or LinkedIn groups. Okay. Provide real value. Okay. Not just a sales funnel they go through, like actually provide value. Show up consistently. So do weekly touch points. Create personalized experiences. So create one-on-ones, check-ins, small group sessions, Zoom webinars, whatever you want. And just, allow members also when you create community to connect with each other. Okay. Because people really need that connection and that support by others. So one action step I want you to do today, or, take away from today is start with one community touch point this month. Okay. Either a free monthly Ask Me Anything session, small mastermind, or an assessment or audit. Okay. And then always use AI to really accelerate it. So you can use AI to generate discussion prompts in your community, create personalized welcome messages, or just draft up, emails based on member questions. Okay. So remember, this works if your purpose is clear. Okay. If you don't understand why your community exists, and then you're just going to be, it's going to be a ghost town. So it's really important to define what the community is about and why you're doing it. Tactic 4, fix your visuals. They are truly costing you. So why this works, as I mentioned earlier, prospects do judge you, and they judge you based on how you look in literally 3 seconds. So your visuals isn't just your logo, it's your visual identity. So it means like from your colors to your imagery to the typography that you use, your layouts, right? So make sure they're consistent. So what I want you to do is do the 3-second tests. So I want you to show your website or any material that you have that you use to promote and share it with a stranger and ask them, what do you think this person charges? Right? And audit that brand, right? Like audit it, like make sure you see brand consistency everywhere. I want you to update your any outdated elements, right? So you got to make sure that your visuals on your website is consistent to your LinkedIn, consistent to your Instagram, consistent to a flyer that you may have, to a banner you may have. You want to have consistency, okay? So action steps is I want you to identify one visual element hurting your credibility today. I want you to fix it. Okay. There's so many tools out there that you can use to do this, like Canva, Midjourney, There's so many. And in the checklist, I'm giving you a bit more of tools that you can use that I recommend. So fix your brand visuals. Okay. And again, once you fix your brand visuals and your visuals actually match your expertise, and then you're going to start seeing different results as well. Tactic number 5. So strategic partnership and referrals. Okay, this is the fastest way to grow without spending money on ads, truly. Okay, why it works? Referrals convert 10 times better than cold outreach. And you know this, right? Like it's a warm referral. It's someone who referred you by someone you already trust. So how to do this? I want you to identify 5 to 10 complementary service providers who serve your same audience. Okay, that's the key. Making sure it's someone who serves your same audience but does not do what you do. Your services complement them or vice versa. Okay, I want you to create a mutual referral partnership. Okay, make it easy. Give them, your offer with your links, with any marketing material, even draft out an email that they can share with their network. So I want you to then track and reward your referrals. Okay, so there's motivation in it for them, for your partners. So action step, I want you to list 5 people you serve who serve your ideal client, okay, and reach out to them. And this is a good time to do this because a lot of people are in that planning mode, right, for next year. So reach out to them and just like say, hey, let's explore a referral partnership, right? I think our clients would benefit. You don't overthink it and just do it. It really does help. Like even like for today, this webinar has been in partnership with Women Founder Initiative. So I wouldn't be connecting with all of you here today if it wasn't for this partnership, right? And that's the power of partnerships and referrals. So let's continue on tactic number 6. So email nurture and retargeting. So email has proven that it has 40 times higher ROI than social media. And the cool thing is that you actually own your list, right? If Facebook or Instagram were to drop down right now, you don't know what to do. But if you build a list, you own it. Okay. And retargeting converts 10 times better than cold ads. Okay. So how to do this? So what I want you to do is to build a lead magnet, right? Either a checklist, a guide, an audit, and there's so many AI tools that can help you do this. And then I want you to create 5 to 7 emails where, it's a welcome sequence where you can promote that checklist and give it to them as a value add. Okay. Set up then a retargeting pixel on your website. And I know it sounds complicated, but it's actually not. It's not. There is a tool called AdRoll that is really great for retargeting and very easy. You just upload an email list and you are everywhere. So then retarget, I want you to retarget your visitors on your website and your email list. Okay. And this is great for lead generation, for closing sales, because there are already people who know of you, right? So I want you to create 1 lead magnet this month. Okay. For example, the 2026, whatever your industry is, checklist. Okay. And of course, use AI to really accelerate this and do it quick because we don't want to be spending a lot of time on this. And again, this, having a successful email campaign for email nurturing and retargeting, it really does work when your messaging is consistent, when you understand what your messaging is, okay, for your brand. Now, let's talk about AI for a second because it really is changing everything. Okay. You want to use AI to work smarter, not harder. So what AI can do for you. So generate content outline and first drafts and ideas, create social media posts, write email sequences, design graphics, research audience pain points, draft partnership scripts, personalize community engagement. And what AI can't do for you is replace your unique expertise. Tell your personal story, build genuine relationships, and create your strategic positioning. So the winning formula is AI. You
I'm
want to
gonna
use it
take
for
off my
speed.
shoe.
Oh, someone is talking. So AI, you want to definitely use it for speed. And then you want to include there your expertise, and then that is going to definitely equal marketing that converts. We want to take advantage of AI because it really accelerates things, and you don't want to take too long to develop your brand foundations, right? You don't, because a lot of people can get stuck in that stage, and literally a whole year can go by and you're still not clear on it. And we don't want to do that. We want to do that as quick as possible. So leverage AI. Don't use it of a replacement of your brain, but yes, as a tool to work smarter. And tactics summary. So let's do a recap. So these 6 tactics do work, okay, but only again, and I'm gonna mention it 100 times, if your foundation is solid, okay? So niching down with unclear positioning is gonna still keep you invisible. Creating authority content with vague messaging, you're still gonna be ignored by everyone, okay? Community with no purpose, ghost town, like I mentioned earlier. Visuals with amateur execution, you're gonna be destroying your credibility. Okay. And then partnerships without clear value proposition, you're not going to get referrals. And email with inconsistent branding, you're just going to get unsubscribes. So you want to fix the foundation first, then you deploy the tactics, use AI to accelerate, and that's how you market smarter in 2026. Now, I'm going to share with you a client of ours, DCP Accounting. So this is kind of like a situation, a real life situation. Okay. So they came to me and they had a really DIY brand, literally, like they did it themselves. They had inconsistent messaging and they were definitely competing on price. Why? Because they were losing out on opportunities because they were comparing them with price and whoever had the lowest price, and they would find themselves having to always reduce and reduce, where to the point where it almost didn't even make sense financially and to the business, right? So they were literally, it was tough, and they were on social media posting and really not getting any engagement. So literally their marketing was not working. Okay. Now after, so they came to us and we helped them build their strategic brand book. Okay, so the brand book, it really has everything you need to, it's almost like a roadmap, right? Everything you need to be able to run your business, and it's the strategy behind what you do, right? So now they had that brand book, they were able to share it with their team, share it with their partners, share it with subcontractors, and everyone was on the same page. So they had a clear positioning now where they're targeting bilingual accountants for immigrant entrepreneurs. 10 times more engagement on LinkedIn. Okay. They engaged with new partnerships and sponsorships. And they're very proud to share their brand, which they were not initially. So the result is that their marketing is actually working now, and their messaging is actually resonating with their target audience. Okay. And what they did is they fixed their foundations. Okay. Then they deployed their tactics. So that's the difference. So today, the choice, you have two options to be successful for 2026. Either option one, you keep doing what you're doing and you try to fix the gap yourself, because you can. You can definitely, everything we talked about, it's definitely doable, especially with AI now and all that. But it could take just a lot longer, and maybe you don't have the expertise and feel, really confident that this is what you need to do. And then that doubt can kill you, right? Like it can really hurt your business when there's doubt. And option two is you can fix your foundation gap first together. Okay. And then you market smarter. Now, how can you do this? So I did say I was going to give you guys a super, super duper offer today. So I want to tell you a little bit about the Brand Expansion Masterclass. Okay. This is a 30-day program where we focus on fixing your marketing foundations. Okay. So basically, you're going to align and transform any scattered ideas into a powerful strategic brand book. I have one here as an example. But it's basically, I don't know if you can see this, it's basically a physical book where you can share and print and have it digital copy or printed copy, where, we really give you that clarity that you need, right? To then start really promoting and marketing to your audience. So what's included is 9 on-demand modules where you're addressing the market, the audience, the foundations, and the visuals, guided workbooks with AI prompts, to really accelerate that execution, and then the strategic brand book template. And then we'll have weekly calls, right? Where we're going to be able to get that personalized feedback of what you're doing and answer any questions. And then you get 12 months access to this program. Okay. And on top of that, you get an exclusive access to the community. I think the community is a huge bonus because you're not doing this alone, right? So inside the community, you're going to get feedback of your positioning, connect with other founders who are also on the same boat as you, share your wins, share any challenges, access to resources and tools, additional ones, and build referral partnerships. And on top of that, I'm adding additional resources that you can find there too, which is the LinkedIn content ideas template, email sequence sets, scripts, partnership outreach scripts, community building playbook, the 2026 marketing checklist, and a AI prompt library. So the investment for this program, so the regular price is 4,597, but because it's an introductory program, we're giving a 50% off, right? So it comes to 2,298. But after talking to Serbi and the community with Women Founder Initiative, we decided to do even further and give a 75% off. So just for you guys here today, we're offering this. This is literally full of so much value. Like these are the exact strategies and areas of focus I use with clients who pay me 10 plus K a month for this, right? And companies like WestJet and all these big companies. So I've really simplified it to what really matters. So you can now confidently and powerfully really promote yourself and, connect in a magnetic way with your audience. So this is for today. This is the promo code. I'll keep this up for like 24 hours. If you have any questions, let me know. And the guarantee, I'm giving a guarantee on top of that. If you don't love it, you can leave it. Okay, so 7-day risk free. So in 7 days, you're going to have access already to the first module. You're going to be able to join the first call and get in the community. And if you don't see the value in it, just email me, okay? And I'll totally refund you. Um, and why you need to decide, now or within the 24 hours is because this is the only time or to the only group I'm giving the 70% off, 75% off, because it's just too valuable to to give such a big discount. But you guys are a great community, and I know this can really, really impact your business. So that's why. And I'm all about supporting and helping other female founders. Okay. So for sure, I could not say no to this. The cohort starts December 16th. Okay, so we'll start then, and we're only accepting 10 founders because we really want to personalize the everyone's experience and really work on every project. So if there's too much people, it doesn't work. So it's only 10 people, 10 companies or people, and then you have your 7-day money back guarantee. Okay, so Serbia, I don't know if you want to share the link too. That would be great on the chat because I can't do that right now. But if you have any questions, please let me know. You can email me, maybe take a screenshot of this if you want. Um, and it would be such a pleasure to have you. Is there any questions? So right now, I think I finalized my presentation. I would love now to answer any questions that you guys may have about anything we discussed today or anything related to the program as well, any challenges that you might be facing. Let's take some questions. Serbia, I don't know if you want to help moderate that.
Yeah. I'm so happy to see everybody here and thank you for sticking around and joining live. And you get the privilege of asking questions. So, and I know Joyce, and she has literally just scratched the surface. She's just like given us a peek of what she offers and what she can do. And there's so much value in what she does for brands. So I'm really excited for this program. I'm enrolled into the program. I didn't know there were like 10 seats, so I'm really excited for it. I'd love for it as well. Yeah, please type in your questions. And I knew that there were some coming up as we went along. So where are you with your initiatives? And I feel like each one of you, I know most of you, I think I don't know like two or three people. So we will be doing the pitches right after, but we'll finish with this segment with the ask me anything. So yeah, feel free to ask anything. Um, I think a lot of you are doing events. So marketing events is one thing. Feel free to come on, like unmute yourself and ask the question.
Mhm.
We might not be able to go fully deep into it, but we'll try to cap
Well,
it at. Go ahead.
I, I have a question. So I do different types of programs and events,
Mhm.
and I'm exploring different event tools. So there's Eventbrite, which I'm not interested in. I am using Luma right now. I've played with Three Commons, and then today I discovered another one. And so I want to know, am I wasting my time
On
on which
building events.
application?
Oh,
Yeah.
which application?
Yeah, if
Well,
it's something that matters, or if it's just a matter of where you want to spend your money, or yeah, I'm curious about in terms of interest and attraction and conversion.
so wait, which one is it? Luma?
I'm currently using Luma,
Uh-huh.
and the one I did today, I forgot the name, one second. Um, it's Partiful.
Okay.
And I'm just curious if you think from a marketing perspective, if it makes a difference, if that's something to focus on or not. If
Well,
it's,
it really depends on what you feel comfortable with. That's first thing, right? Like what, because
yeah,
I've tried different platforms and some can be more robust than others, right? And it's like it can be a little overwhelming. So first is what you feel more comfortable with, because you don't want to be focusing on the tech part in your presentation, right? You want to be focusing on delivering the value that you're there to deliver, right? So if
uh-huh,
that's a problem, then go with something that you feel comfortable with. Second, I know there's platforms that provide uh, certain exposure, like let's say Luma or Eventbrite. So if you actually post your event there, it will get exposed to an audience that you don't have, right?
correct.
So
Yeah,
that's a benefit as well. But at the end of the day, it's what you feel most comfortable with, right? And if there is a budget, like if there's a cost to it, what makes more sense to you? But the delivery of the platform, like where it's you're using it, it has nothing to do with, or it won't impact the user experience, right? So your audience, like
yeah.
they're
And
not
I
going to be
think I was
questioning
looking
or
more from a strategic perspective, if it makes a difference, which platform to use. But if it's more based on user comfort and pricing, then that's the answer. So
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. And of course, if there's any platforms that makes it really complicated for the person to sign up, you want to avoid that, right? Like you want to make sure there's it's very user
Strong user
friendly. Yeah,
experience.
and it's very like a quick experience, right? Like the sign up is not
Mhm.
like 3, 5 steps, right? So the quicker they can get from clicking on the link to register and being registered, the better.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
If
This
not,
is
we
your,
can.
nobody has marketing questions? Come
I
on.
have, I kind of have a question here. Hi, Joyce. Nice
Hi,
seeing you. Thank you for
Sandra. Nice seeing you
participating. That was
too.
amazing.
Thank you.
So I'm a nutritionist, and so I have a website, and I've used GoDaddy for my website. I'm also on a lot of platforms, like I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram. And I try to post every day, and I do use Marbleism. So I do understand what you're saying, that sometimes it looks a little bit like it's created by AI, which I don't like. But all my friends are telling me to do the videos of myself to put on my social media platform, but I'm a little bit nervous about that. So for me, I find that I'm not getting the engagement that I need. A lot of people are viewing my content, Like sometimes I see like 1.3 thousand people are viewing my content, but I'm not getting the engagement or the clients that I'm trying to get. So for me, I think everything's just a mess. It's it's all
Yeah.
over the place. So I need something to streamline my business and to help me reach the audience that I need to reach. And I'm also thinking of doing um cooking and inviting people. So I heard you talk about Eventbrite. So obviously, yeah, that's one of the best platform to put your stuff on to get people. But for me, I'm all over the place. So I need to streamline my business and get the engagement I need. So how can you help me with that?
So the question is, how can you get more engagement on social media?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first of all, you need to make sure that you're speaking to the right people, right? And you have niche down. And the reason why it's so important, because when you niche down to a specific audience, you really understand, you get to understand their real pain points. And when you really understand their pain points, the ones that are in their head that they don't really share, then your messaging, one, it becomes so much easier to create content and know exactly what you need to post. And second, it becomes really magnetic to them. Like it creates that effect of, oh my God, I need to speak to Sandra like now. She understands me. Like that's exactly what I'm going through, and this is exactly what I need, right? So if you don't have that clear and with a clear like offer, which I think you do have, that would be one thing that you need to fix first, right? But then in terms of posting videos, video is very powerful. So if you're gonna post any kind of format, I would highly suggest doing video. And the best advice I can give you is just do it. Everyone starts, at one point. And if you look at people that you might admire, if you look at their first posts, terrible, right? So the truth is, once you start
Mm-hmm.
doing videos and you start posting it without overthinking, you start building this confidence in doing it and you start getting better and better and better. So it's a matter of time. Okay. So don't judge yourself, don't
Okay.
overcomplicate it. Use AI to create scripts. Something I love to do is create my own GPT. So I do this on Chat GPT, but I don't know if you can do it really on like Perplexity or anything like that. But you can create your GPT where you upload, let's say I upload my brand book, right, which has all the information about my company. I upload anything additional that I want it to know of me, right? My voice, my tone, my messaging, like everything, my offer, I put in my links of my website, and then it creates content based on what works for me. So it becomes more authentic. And you still always have to tweak things,
Mm,
right? And do different variations, but do the script. There's tools that you can use to do videos that are super cool and really easy that you can add captions to it. So I would say just do the videos, start. It's never going to be perfect, but not everyone, is doing it. So be the one to do it because it really does impact your business and the engagement on social
okay.
media. And like I mentioned, when you to build that authority in your space, you have to be consistent. You got to show up, right? You got to show up. If you're not showing up, if you're like posting once a month or once a week and you have a great post that has great information, but it's people aren't going to see it, they're not going to be remembering you, right? So you want to have that consistency where they literally say to you, oh my God, Sandra, I see you everywhere, right? That's kind of the effect you want to create. um
Yeah.
or I like to call it, be the politician of your industry.
Mm.
Right,
Yeah, I
be
like that.
everywhere.
I I do post. I was posting 3 times a day, and now I'm doing it once a day across all the platforms.
Yeah, that's really
Um,
good, that's really good. So make sure
but I
you're
think something is missing, like I'm not getting that phone call or they're not completing the forms. Like I have a form there for clients to complete and subscription, but I see that people are, even my website, I see people are visiting my website on a consistent basis, but no engagement.
Yeah, and that's again, you have to look at, make sure you have a clear niche and
Yeah.
define the messaging. But something that I would also add, and this would go for everyone as well, is that you want to add value. So you want to add a lot of value. So don't ask for anything. Just give people tips and advice and, and
Mm,
actionable things that they can put into place right now, right? Because that's where they start building that trust and you're not asking for anything. Okay. And there will
yeah.
come a moment where people are going to now, really engage in your content. Okay. Social media is a slower cycle, like sales cycle. So you have to be patient, but you have to be
Mhm.
consistent and just providing value. Okay. Don't be putting like buy now, buy now, buy now. No. Okay. You want to give, and then you can ask, right?
Yeah, and Joyce, like just adding to that as well, like, and I'm on this learning journey as and we have some great questions lined up. But I think the jump from seeing you and then booking a call, I think that bridge needs to be sort of like, okay, baby steps, what can they bite on, right?
Yep, 100%, 100%.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
that helps, Sandra, and then
Oh, it was
we'll
very
definitely.
helpful. Thank you so much. I'll try that.
So we do have a bunch of related questions. So what I'll do is I think I'll take one from the chat, which is I think it's Nancy who asked like, what do you suggest like polished content versus real life videos? That one I'll answer, and Joyce, if you don't mind answering, and then we'll jump to Tiffany because in order of like who said to be
Yep.
asked, and then Natasha, and then Nancy. You can come on unmute after. So
So what
so
is your
yeah, with
thoughts on polished versus real life
polished versus
videos?
real life videos, like raw videos, more like quick and dirty kind of video.
100% raw videos, real life videos. That, you don't want to, because people relate to people who are real, right? And if you're putting everything so perfect, you become unrelatable. So don't spend so much time on polishing up this beautiful video without, you know, especially if you're in a point where you don't have a lot of engagement, right? Or you're not, actively making like, tons of sales through social media or through your website, just post and it's easier to do it. It's more authentic. People connect with that easier than having a polished video. Okay, so do not waste your time on that. Once you start growing and then you're able to maybe build a team that can help you edit, you start optimizing, your quality starts getting better, but no, people love, even then when you're all successful, those videos where you just grab your phone and you record and that's it, those work magic. So real videos, not polished.
All right, I love that. Thank you, Joyce. And now we're gonna move to Tiffany. We're gonna power through the questions maybe for another like couple of minutes, and then guys, we're gonna go over. I just want to say that we're gonna do like just a quick pitch for each one of you because we do want to learn about each of your businesses so we can support each other better. So we will do the pitches. We might go up to like 115. So just letting you know, whoever can stay, that'll be great. But Tiffany, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Just a quick question, just something I've kind of like noticed on LinkedIn because I'm most active on Instagram, but I keep just wanting to use more of LinkedIn just because I know there's lots of valuable contacts and connections there.
Yep.
So something I've kind of been noticing, and I'm not targeting anybody specifically. This is just my what I've noticed with posts, but I'm curious, what are the best type of posts? So I know IG is more visuals, like the reels and the videos and the photos. And then I feel like LinkedIn is more maybe text and kind of story sharing and storytelling. I'm just noticing that a lot of them are just they're very long. And to me, my first instinct or my first kind of reaction is that it's AI generated. I don't know if that's true or not. And I mean, I use AI to do posts to help with posts as well. But I guess I'm seeing a lot of just lengthy posts. I know a lot of them have a lot of valuable information. And a lot of it is, I mean, I'm sure it is all accurate information and true information. I'm just wondering, like, is that is that what people kind of do to create these posts on LinkedIn? And sometimes I feel like if I sense that it's AI, it sounds like it loses its kind of authenticity too. So that's why I don't want to convey also if I'm posting on LinkedIn. So like what I'm just curious your thoughts about this and if I'm just the one
No,
noticing
great
this.
question. Yeah, great question, because a lot of people are asking that question to me too about they use Instagram and trying to go into LinkedIn because they're seeing the benefits of it. So to answer your question, they're first, yes, LinkedIn is kind of known for text posts, right? Like maybe with a static image, and and text, right? Uh, but there is a shift now happening where videos taking off, and we're seeing a lot of engagement with video posts, and that's relatively new. So if you jump on that wave now, I'm sure the algorithm of LinkedIn is going to really support your account. And make sure it's on your personal account. You have your business account
Mhm.
as a reference to just, to really show the authority that you are, right, in your business account, but you want to do everything on your personal account. That's where the highest engagements happen. So if you can do a mixture right now of video and text, that would be great. And second, in terms of the length of the content, so it really depends on who's your audience, in the sense of if you're speaking to the right person and they are on your account and they see and it resonates with them, that information, they will read it. So it's not about making your content longer or short, it's about giving valuable content. So if the value that you're providing is short, and then so be it. If it needs to be longer, so be it too, right? So there's no right or wrong. Because if it's the people who are interested in what you have to say, they will read it. I mean, they would read a whole book just to because they're interested, right? So it
Yeah.
really doesn't matter. So, and yes, AI, a lot of people I'm seeing it too are using AI to generate content. It's great to accelerate, right? So use it, but don't just copy it as is, right? Like you want to add your personality to it. So use AI as a tool to create an idea, a baseline, but then you want to, adjust it to make it sound more like you, right? So it's more human than an automated AI, produced post. So I hope
Right.
that answers your question.
Yes, no, those are helpful tips. And also, like, I feel like LinkedIn is the more polished platform, whereas Instagram, and TikTok, I mean, you can just kind of be more raw and like unpolished. Do you think that's still like,
I
as you're
don't
saying,
think,
yeah, more
I
video?
mean, yeah, I don't think so, not necessarily. Like I said, there's a shift happening in LinkedIn right now. And people are like, I'm seeing more videos that are raw too.
Mhm.
People, again, remember, people connect with people, right? They won't work with you because you have a business and this is your brand, and like they don't know who's behind it. They connect with you first, right? So they want to get to, like, you want to be relatable, right? And sometimes, and like being showing that authentic self of this is who I am is really powerful, right? And not everyone is doing that enough, and they should, right? And the ones who do are the ones that, see that traction that they get. So I would suggest, and like I always say in marketing, it's always try, like you always want to try things and see what works for you, right? Because everyone is in different industries, different audience. So try it for a time frame, and always look at the your metrics, right? And see what posts are resonating more, which one created the most engagement, and whichever those are, do more of that, right? And do that for every platform. So that's really important to be able to look at the data, right? Data is key.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, that was really great. I think Tiffany does such a fabulous job on Instagram. She is so natural and like it's amazing how she story tells. So I think I'm visualizing you on LinkedIn. I'm like, oh my God, yes, like
Yes.
everything. I want like the products, the gratitude cards. I want to see this person behind. I just want to see the mom. Like I want to see all of it. But like people would love to follow. But my usual rule with LinkedIn is like I do a lot of personal shares and a lot of often shares on Instagram, and then LinkedIn I tend to do it as like more like milestones and highlights and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
birth party, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I need to give it more time to measure the metrics of my posts too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I tend to just
yeah.
I don't give it enough time on
If you're
LinkedIn. I'm
posting
just so
3 to 4 times a week, give it a month,
yeah.
right? And then evaluate.
Okay. Yeah.
So Serbi, I know a lot of people have to jump off because I know being mindful of the time, it wasn't until when. So I would
We
suggest that if
question.
anyone has any additional questions, you can email me directly at joyce@asset.ca. I'll put it in the chat and
Yeah, yeah. We
or
also,
even connect through LinkedIn because I'd love to address your questions. And what I'll do is I'll send it an email after this with all the information. Okay, so
yeah,
you have that.
yeah. I do
And
want to say that like the offer that you have graciously kind of extended for your upcoming program, which is 30-day program starting on December 16th. I think that is a great way for I think a lot of us to build a foundation. So that one, if you don't mind sharing in the email, because I know that you want to um, make sure that people like the it's this is like for the Women Founders Initiative. So I really want people to have access to it. So we're going to move on. The questions that you have, I've even asked Joyce for people to use our WhatsApp community for questions. But we, what we might do is like if you have a question, just email it or um, yeah, reach out to Joyce, and then you're welcome to post it on the WhatsApp group as well.
yeah,
Is
I
that
will
okay?
share in the email. I will send everyone the link to the Women Founder Initiative WhatsApp group, so you guys can join those who are not, and
Yeah,
then continue the conversation there as well.
that would
Okay.
be fabulous.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I want to thank Joyce. Joyce, this was amazing, and I think we got asked this question. The first priority for women was like, I need to get clients, and then the next thing was like, okay, marketing is such a like a puzzle. So I'm so glad that we got this done. Um, all right, so we're going to move on to sharing about our businesses, and we're going to get about 2 minutes each. And this is really to get to know each other better. Don't get so flustered. It's not about like putting you on the spotlight. Nobody's judging. Um, we don't get any marks or anything, but you might get people who might be happy to refer you. So we want to know your name, the name of your business, what your business does as a product or service offering, and who do you serve. So really keep it simple. As I'll start. My name is Surbi, and I am the founder of Purna Wellness. Purna means whole, and it is a holistic platform for women who are busy and um, really, really on the go to really nourish themselves and take care of themselves from the inside out so they can really thrive. So, taking care of their physical body, mental health, and their inner spirit through the deep rooted wisdom of Ayurveda. So, that's where the inspiration comes from. And we offer retreats, we offer one on one lifestyle coaching, and we offer corporate programs. That was less than 1 minute, I hope.
Thank
All right.
you, Surbi. I stopped sharing so we can see everyone's faces.
Yes,
Yeah,
put down
I
the
would
link.
say to raise your hand, whoever wants to go next, and it's totally optional, but it's a great opportunity, right?
We'll
To
start
get
picking
exposure.
people just to save time, and we will
Okay,
share
okay.
whatever comes. Like, if you don't want to share, just say pass. Okay. I'm going to flip it over to Amy.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What are we sharing?
Oh, we're sharing about our business, Sandra. So just we're
Okay.
sharing about your name, your business name, uh, what what the business offers, services, product, what does it offer, and then who do you serve, so that it's easier for us to support you. Anybody wants to
Okay.
volunteer? I see in the chat. The chat is great, but I want to hear
I can
from you.
go.
Yes, please.
So my name is Sandra Baker. I'm a holistic nutritionist, iridologist, metabolic balance coach, and a test-based wellness expert. So my business, I can target anyone, as long as they're not under 5 years old, right up to 100. And that's it.
How can they anyone contact you, Sandra?
Oh, sorry, they can contact me through LinkedIn, all the social media platform I'm on there, Facebook. I've just started TikTok, Instagram, and my phone number. Do you want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah, I was
My
gonna say, yeah, and feel free and everyone
okay.
else to just share your contacts in the chat so everyone can, but yes, please
Okay.
share in the chat. Thank you,
Okay, so
Sandra.
I've started my business in May, so I'm still new to this.
Mhm.
So I need a lot of help in helping me market my business.
Perfect. Well, I hope to see you in the
Thank you.
masterclass. Thank you, Sandra.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Um, Carolina, it can only be on audio, listen mode. Turn on her video and mic, so she's going to share with us on the chat. Amy, over to you.
So I'm Amy, and I'm the founder of People Ops Collective. And I spent about 20 years in corporate HR, just to give you a little bit of context of how I see things. I also have a friend, and his name is Ivan. And Ivan is 96. And he often says to me, they taught us how to walk, how to work, how to raise families, but nobody taught us how to age.
Hmm.
And this one line changes everything for me. So, together with some wonderful people, built the People Ops Community Hub, and it's a marketplace style leadership and well-being space designed to help people navigate stress, purpose, aging, transition with more clarity. And with Survey, she's been a real instrumental part of this build and creation, is bringing a grounding, somatic, emotional place where we can show up and be brave. And so our community hubs, we offer different leadership studios, retreats, intergenerational experiences, and we really focus on the leadership within. So next week on the 10th, we're doing a pilot in Vaughan. I'm going to put the link in here. We also have a code. So if anybody would love to show up and see what we're doing, it's also a platform for entrepreneurs. I know that I'm tapped into corporate, and I know a lot of brilliant entrepreneurs who have trouble getting in. And so hopefully we can work together to amplify one another. And that's what I do.
Thank you, Amy.
Amazing.
That's amazing. Please share that
Uh,
information in the chat.
yeah, we're gonna flip over all our continued conversation in the WhatsApp group, but I think some of us are here. We don't know each other, so it'll be awesome if you can post your Instagram and your LinkedIn in the chat. Thanks, Sandra, for doing that. All right, I am looking at Tiffany, and I would love to hear about what Tiffany does.
I knew you were looking at me. But I was gonna volunteer anyways. I am Tiffany. My company is Melee Co. Sorry, I'm not on video today, but I can still chat. My company is Melee Co. I am a product-based business, so I do greeting cards and stationery that inspire gratitude and wellness and intentional living. It's been 5 years now of my business this past November, so it's kind of crazy. But I love working with women who just want to live more intentionally and better just their wellness practices and their journeys. And then also So any type of women, and then also if you're business owners as well, like I love connecting with fellow business owners because I feel like just gratitude is or can be just very present in the workplaces and in a lot of business, I guess, everyday life of business too. So yeah, always looking to connect. Like I said, I'm most active on Instagram, working to be more active on LinkedIn, but if anyone wants to connect, yeah, Instagram would be the best place. Thank you. That's it.
That's awesome. That was great to, yeah, you guys have to check out her products if you haven't. Sunita, would you like to go? Haven't heard from you.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. This is so great. I'm here. Um, so nice to, hear things, and then you hear things about business and you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing that, but I'm not doing that, but I need to do that. I love it. I loved your presentation. I could resonate with it because there's places where I'm there, I'm there, but I'm like stuck.
Yes.
on like I've got a Weber going. I'm on Instagram. I'm also I believe that you just have to be yourself. Like I try to be perfect and it didn't work, and it kind of made me stop being on social media because I was so judgy of myself. But now I don't care. I'm like, whatever I'm doing, um, I will share with people, motivate people, because it is kind of anti-aging what I do. Um, I'm 64 years old. I'm going to be 65 next year. So
Wow.
this is what I represent. I represent how to age gracefully, and because I'm a person who's going through menopause and all that, so I help people lose weight and stay active.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sunita, that for your
Yeah.
kind words. I'm really
Thank
happy that you enjoyed the presentation, and you do not look your age. So whatever
you.
you're doing, I want to
Thank
do.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, and you're right. On social media, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
You cannot overthink. Just do it
Yeah.
because you got to have that mindset of who cares,
Who
right?
cares?
Who cares? And just
Yeah.
do it. So I love that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Please share your
Thank you so
information on
much.
the chat. Oh, you did. You
Yeah.
did.
I did. I did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So Carolina has posted. Thank you so much, Carolina. This is so great. I'm so happy you're here. And we're going to go over to Nancy, and then we're going to bring this amazing session to a close. I know we want to keep like chatting, but we'll bring it to a close. But Nancy, over to you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Nice to be here. Thank you, Joyce. I am a multi-passionate founder. I own a postnatal care agency offering in-person and virtual services for new parents across the GTA. I'm also a speaker on mental health and parenthood. I also happen to be a CPA. I do kickboxing 5 times a week. I have 2 little kids. Multi-passionate is an understatement for me, but um yeah, I'm looking to grow all areas of my businesses and work, um and on a healing journey. A lot of what everyone is doing honestly resonates and I can relate to in various different ways, personally and professionally. So yeah, I think I'm enjoying being here and growing.
Thank you, Nancy. That was great. So great. You don't want to mess with Nancy, right? Because she'll
Definitely
box
not.
kick you out.
It is.
That is great. Thank you for sharing, Nancy. Please share your contact information on the chat for everyone.
So I would say with that, with I think whoever's not on the Women Founders WhatsApp, let's move on to there. Like, make sure, Joyce, do you have? I think it's Sandra who's not there. I think there was another person that I
Yeah, I
missed.
have everyone's email, so I'll send
Oh, I
out
missed that.
Sandra.
What did you say?
I will send out an email with a link to the Women Founder Initiative. So it's a WhatsApp group with over 100 people, women founders. So it's a great place to connect, right? Collaborate, share ideas, challenges. So I'll share that in email with you, with everyone here and everyone else who registered survey. Okay.
With that, we are going to conclude our last event of 2025. I am so honored that you guys joined live. You're gonna be hearing from Joyce after this, but this was so great. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, you got some value and you're excited about your marketing and not dreading it. But with that, I hope you guys take time for yourself during the holidays, and 2026 is going to be an awesome year. It's going to be amazing. Yes, I see the excitement. So we're here for each other. The whole premise and the whole purpose of Women Founders Initiative is you are not alone on this journey. You don't have to do it alone. We're there for each other through the ups and downs, and just make sure that you're making connections. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining. This means a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll be connected soon. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. See everybody on WhatsApp. Bye.
Bye.